Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, today we're taking a guided trek through what can honestly feel like a pretty dense healthcare wilderness, and that is getting covered in the state of Georgia. Now, if the mere thought of insurance applications makes your head spin, hey, don't worry about it. I'm right here to guide you through every single twist and turn of navigating the state's official marketplace. We're going to make this whole complex topic incredibly straightforward. But first, we really need to talk about why we're all here. Are you risking financial disaster? Look, being uninsured, it isn't just about missing a routine checkup, right? It's a massive, massive financial risk. Literally, one unexpected medical emergency can completely drain your savings overnight. So securing health insurance is fundamentally about securing your financial protection and honestly your peace of mind. And the clock is absolutely ticking to get covered, so we need to move with purpose. Okay, let's dive into this and map out our trek for today. We'll be covering 1. Welcome to Georgia Access. 2. Checking your eligibility status. 3. The step-by-step application guide. 4. Choosing plans and subsidies. 5. Common mistakes to avoid. And finally, 6. Support, FAQs, and next steps. Section 1. Welcome to Georgia Access. So, if you've lived in Georgia for a while, you probably remember using the federal website, healthcare.gov. Well, things have actually changed. Georgia has officially transitioned to its very own, totally independent, state-based exchange for the 2025 and 2026 plan years. And the impact here? It's huge. $847. That is the average annual savings for individuals shopping in the market right now. Basically, Georgia implemented this state reinsurance program that has lowered premiums by over 10% statewide. And get this. If you happen to live in a rural county, you might even see premium reductions of over 25%, along with way more insurance companies to choose from. It's a real game changer. Section 2. Checking your eligibility status. Right, so there are a few non-financial requirements you absolutely must meet to even use the platform. Think of these as your basic entry rules. First, you've got to be a Georgia resident. Second, you need to be a U.S. citizen, a U.S. national, or have a qualifying lawful immigration status. Third, you cannot currently be incarcerated. And finally, if you're already eligible for premium-free Medicare Part A, well, you're considered fully covered, so you can't get premium tax credits on Georgia Access. Now let's look at the financial side of things. Your eligibility basically falls into 3 main tiers, and this is based on the federal poverty level, or FPL. If your income is up to 100% of the FPL, you might fall into the Georgia Pathways Medicaid program. Now, if you earn between 100% and 400%, you are right in the sweet spot for premium tax credits to help buy a private plan. And if you earn over 400%, you'll be looking at paying full price. Let's actually break these down a bit further. First up is Georgia Pathways to Coverage. So this is a specific Medicaid program meant for lower-income adults aged 19 to 64. But there is a very important catch here. To qualify and actually keep your coverage, you have to complete and officially document at least 80 hours per month of qualifying activities. This could be a job, higher education, or even structured caregiving. If you meet those 80 hours, boom, you get coverage without any monthly premiums. Okay, let's see how this builds into the broader marketplace rules with what's commonly known as the subsidy cliff. You might remember during the pandemic, enhanced federal subsidies allowed people earning over 400% of the poverty level to still get financial help, while those enhanced credits officially expired at the end of 2025. What that means is the strict 400% income limit has completely returned. If you make even one single dollar over that line, which is roughly $62,600 for a single person in 2025, all federal financial assistance just completely cuts off. So accurate income reporting is absolutely critical right now. Section 3. Step-by-step application guide. Honestly, there are just 4 steps between you and total financial peace of mind. First, gather your documents. Second, create your account on the Georgia Access Consumer Portal. Third, complete the application form accurately. And fourth, resolve any data matches. That is literally the whole shebang. Highly manageable, right? Let's talk about step 1 for a second, gathering your documents beforehand. Trust me on this, doing this prevents so many frustrating delays later on. You'll need to prove your identity and citizenship, so go ahead and grab a certified U.S. birth certificate or an unexpired passport. To prove your income, you're going to need your last 4 weeks of pay stubs or a W-2 form. And to prove you actually live in Georgia, a recent utility bill or lease agreement will do the trick perfectly. Just have all of these scanned or even photographed on your phone before you ever click Apply. So the crucial point here is January 15th. Write this down, put it in your calendar. This is the hard, fast deadline for the annual open enrollment period. If you do not sign up by January 15th, you are generally locked out of getting an individual plan for an entire year. No way around it, unless you have a major life event like losing a job or having a baby. Do not miss this date. Section 4. Choosing plans and subsidies. Now for the summit of our trek. When choosing a plan, you really need to understand the strategic difference between your two main forms of financial help. Premium tax credits lower your actual monthly bill, the premium. But if your income happens to fall between 100% and 250% of the poverty level, you also qualify for cost-sharing reductions. These are what lower your deductibles and out-of-pocket costs when you actually go to the doctor. But listen closely to this part. Cost-sharing reductions are only available if you select a silver tier plan. Keep that in mind. Now, if you're generally healthy and looking at the lower cost tiers, here is a brilliantly simple fact. Every single bronze plan offered on Georgia Access is eligible for a health savings account, or HSA. This essentially allows you to set aside pre-tax dollars to pay for your qualified medical expenses. It's a fantastic financial strategy if you prefer keeping your own money rather than handing it over to Uncle Sam. Section 5. Common mistakes to avoid. Okay, every wilderness trek has a few bear traps, and here is a massive one to look out for. The wrong way. Applying for subsidies on Georgia Access when your job already offers you affordable coverage. The right way. Checking the rules first. By law, if your employer offers you insurance that costs less than 9.96% of your household income, it's legally considered affordable. If you have that offer, you absolutely cannot double dip and get government subsidies on the exchange. If you try it, you might actually have to pay those tax credits back to the IRS come tax time. Yikes. Now, what's really interesting about this next slide is a surprisingly common trap that can instantly revoke your coverage. It's called a data matching issue, or DMI. Sometimes the system just can't automatically verify your income or citizenship. The wrong way to handle this is ignoring those notices when they show up in your mailbox or inbox. The right way? Uploading your requested verification documents to your online dashboard immediately. If you miss the deadline to prove your info, Georgia Access will automatically cancel your plan or revoke your financial help. Don't let that happen. Section 6. Support, FAQs, and next steps. Look, if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, I want to completely reassure you that you are not alone on this journey. You have 3 official channels for expert help. And the best part? They are all totally free to use. You can use the georgiaaccess.gov consumer portal online. You can utilize local certified agents who are licensed to give you personalized advice with 0 hidden fees or commissions, I promise. Or you can simply call the contact center directly at 1-888-687-1503. And remember, the journey doesn't end the exact moment you click Enroll. Once you have your coverage, you still got to report life changes. For example, if you're on that Georgia Pathways Medicaid program we talked about, you are strictly required to report any changes to your income or your 80 hours of qualifying activities within 10 days. Failing to update your account fast enough can result in an immediate loss of your insurance, so stay on top of it. So, we've mapped out the terrain, we've shown you all the tools. Now the big question is, will you secure your financial protection and your peace of mind before that January 15th deadline? Please don't leave your health up to chance. Tell us your plan for getting covered in the comments below, and let's support each other in getting this done. And as always, to officially wrap things up, this explainer is for informational purposes only. Please consult a professional advisor, a certified agent, or the official Georgia Access platform for personalized guidance tailored to your individual circumstances. Thanks so much for joining me on the explainer, and hey, happy enrolling!